YouTube, what's the deal?
It's time to get real with Jahira. It's time to get real with Jahira.
YouTube, what's the deal?
What's the deal? One love.
YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back. So, I have been thinking, there's been like a ton of videos that I needed to kind of catch you up on. I didn't do a Mission Such a Pretty Face video for the month of November, and I haven't really updated you on my Dating Dilemmas series, and it's just a lot that I've had to do, y'all, and got sidetracked like hell. But I wanted to come in and kind of do a soup and just kind of give it all to you at once, because I've got even more videos coming. Like, I'm really behind on my YQA series. I know there are two that I really have to do, so be looking out for those, in the coming week. I'm gonna get it done. But in the meantime, I just thought I would chit chat with y'all. So let's get it popping. Where to begin? I guess I can begin in the order in which they were stated. Mission Such a Pretty Face. Mission Such a Pretty Face went spectacularly to hell on Thanksgiving. As is wont to happen. I mean, y'all know how it goes. There's just a plethora of food, and I did kind of touch on this, but I had gone to Nina's, and then I had gone to Jateria's, and then I had gone back to Nina's, and there was food. There was an obscene, pornographic level of food that was consumed. Y'all just don't know Thanksgiving until you've had it in Kentucky. For those of you who do not live down south or over here, it's a whole separate occasion, and yeah, there was food. It's still kind of like a food blur to me. Like, there was pie and there was ham, and that's kind of all I remember, and there was everything in between. But yeah, I was just human dirt devil. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on, people. But I did get back on track. You know what I mean? In kind of preparation for Christmas. I don't know about everybody else, but like, Thanksgiving to me is sort of the big Jagunda food holiday. Wow. Yeah, tired. And Christmas to me, like, I know we eat, but it's not Thanksgiving. It's just not to me. So I'm going to do better with this upcoming holiday than I did the previous one. But yeah, I mean, I took myself to Walmart, and got all my, accoutrements. And the outlook that I've had lately, which I feel like has been helping me make better choices, is not, I don't know, even as I'm about to say it, it sounds really freaking obvious. But when you've gone through a lifetime of not having, directed your brain in this particular line of thought pattern, then it does sort of seem like new and novel as ideas go. That I've sort of stopped, because, okay, I know I'm like all over the place right now. My previous Walmart trip, not this one that just passed, the one prior to that, which is where I do my grocery shopping, was kind of like, I was in a really ugly place. I was in a really, really kind of depressed state, and I think I think I ran for pie. I did get a pie, y'all. I got a pie, and I ate said pie. Um, as in not slices of, I mean fork to pie to mouth. It was I massacred the dog shit out of that pie. But yeah, I mean, and it was just kind of like food as Band-Aid. So this particular time around, I'm digressing here, I started to really, really give some conscious thought to not just how something would taste, but to how it would make me feel. And I didn't beat myself up over my shopping cart choices. This is kind of what I did. I got, you know what I mean? I started really thinking about how the food would make me feel. So I asked myself, what are you craving right now? Like, what is your body telling you that you need to get? And so I ended up getting, the answer I got was just fresh vegetables. So I ended up getting chives or green onions. I got some mini cucumbers, which are really fun to eat, by the way. My mini bags of carrot sticks. I got my like prepackaged salad bags and things like that. Fat-free Italian dressing. Because I felt the need to eat really fresh things. Like I wanted like light and fresh and crisp and texturally pleasing and visually pleasing, and and that's just what my body was telling me. And if you take some time out, and again, this is all a learning process for me, so I'm learning now, if you take some time out to really ask yourself, what is it that you want, what is it that's going to fuel you forward, your body will answer you. It will answer you. And so I got that, and I got it all in my cart, and I got some, skinless, boneless chicken thighs, because I just can't do chicken breasts. I just can't do it. Too dry for me. It's just my thing. Um, and then I ended up getting some kind of dessert stuff. The thing is, I got it, and I put it in my cart, and I didn't allow myself to feel guilty or berate myself for it. I just said, okay, this is what's in my cart right now. It's going to sit in my cart. Here's the thing. By the time I had gotten to the register, I asked myself again, is this what I want to take home? And if the answer had been yes, it would have come home with me, like without problem. So I get up to the register and I ask myself, do you want to take this home? Is this what you want to eat? And I asked my body this, and I got an answer back that said no. So you know what I did? I took it out of my cart and I didn't buy it. And this was monumental for me, because once upon a time it would have been, you probably don't want it right now, but later on down the line, you don't know how you're going to feel in the middle of the week, so just get it anyway as insurance. But no, I mean, just the answer was no. And if the answer had been yes, I wouldn't have hung myself on the cross for it. I would have gotten it, and you know what I mean? This is a process. I am undoing a couple of decades worth of work here. It, all this did not come easy. But yeah, so I just felt really, really good about my decisions, and my choices, and I just kind of moved on from there. So I got my stuff, and it was a guilt-free shopping experience. One thing I did get, that I gotta tell y'all about, and I mean, if I was fully prepared in this, I probably would have grabbed a carton to show y'all. Dannon makes these Greek yogurt kind of parfait situations. Now, this is probably as like authentically Greek as I am like authentically Scandinavian, but it says Greek yogurt nonetheless, and it has the consistency of Greek yogurt, which is, if you've ever had it, it's a thicker yogurt. But this particular yogurt, again, it's like a parfait style. It's got fruit on the bottom. They've got like strawberry and blueberry. I had picked up strawberry. And then you've got your yogurt, and then on the top there's like a kind of granola-esque situation that you sort of pour out on top. And honestly, it feeds that part of my, psyche that feels as though I need something sweet. I'm craving something sweet. Why don't I have something sweet? And so instead of demolishing yet another pie, I'm grabbing one of those, at my little 11:30 p.m. intervals when I just feel as though I need something to kind of ease whatever the hell the case may be. And I don't feel like I'm depriving myself. I really don't, because you can kind of trick yourself into believing that it's frozen yogurt, especially if you make it really, really cold. I like it really, really, really cold. And then it's cold, it's thick, it's creamy, it feels really good on the tongue. It's a sensory experience for me. And then texturally, you've got the little bit of the bite with the granola, and then the tartness of the berries at the bottom. Like, it's a whole thing with me. But yeah, I'm eating that, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So it's a really nice, safe, healthy, guilt-free way to end your day if you are a dessert person, as I am a dessert person. So the mission continues. That's pretty much all I can say about it. I am increasing my movement slowly but surely. I'm definitely, just trying to stay cognizant of my range of motion and trying to get some kind of activity going on. Obviously I'm not ready for a decathlon here, but I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm being active with my body. Sometimes I'll even just be perusing through YouTube and find a song that I haven't heard in forever, a song from the 90s, whether it's, hip hop, R&B, reggaeton, whatever the case may be. And I will just dance around this room. Like, I mean, ain't nobody else here but me and Jesus, and he doesn't mind. I will dance my patootie off right in this room and kind of get the heart rate up and just sort of be in that moment and be committed to it. And it's not like I'm out here, recreating Flashdance, but I mean, I'm moving. And that's where it all begins. So, again, it's been a good feeling. It's been a very, very good feeling. So, continue to stay prayed up for me in that area. What else? Okay, dating dilemmas. Well, okay, so the Marco update, which I know quite a few of you have been asking me for. Nothing new to report. Nothing bad, but nothing new. There was a period where, because I don't know, again, had I been more prepared, I would have gone back and actually watched the video. I don't know if I told y'all that we're somewhat long distance. Like, I'm in Kentucky and he's in another state. Not another state that, like, I'm crossing time zones or, I'd have to go, like, you can reach me by a sailboat and climb a tree and swing rope to rope. Yeah, it's not one of those. But, I mean, he is a distance away from me. But okay. But I expected to see him at some point, and I didn't. And I was a little upset by that. And part of this is me, because I've been down this road of, kind of jumping the gun and manufacturing a relationship in my mind where there wasn't necessarily an actual one there. So I'm being very guarded these days in a way that I haven't always been. I've rarely been. So when I didn't see him when I thought I would, it was just, and I didn't hear from him at that point. It was just kind of like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. You know what I mean? I've been going this long by myself. You know what I'm saying? I sort of wrote it off. I then heard from him. I heard from him sort of like within 48 hours of me conceptualizing this thought. I did end up hearing from him. And he asked me how I was doing. I mean, he's a gentleman. I mean, there's no getting around the fact that this is a gentleman. But like, one thing he was very clear on during this phone conversation is that his feelings towards me have not changed, have not wavered at all. He's still interested. He still has the desire to pursue. You know what I'm saying? He is establishing himself right now. And frankly, I can respect that, because I will never get angry at somebody trying to plant their feet rather than somebody sitting on their ass waiting for life to happen to them. You can't fault somebody for that, especially not a man. Especially not a man of color in 2011. I'm just going to be real about it. You can't fault them for that. Like, that's a wonderful thing. So do you, boo. Handle your shit. But to hear him say, and I didn't prompt it, like, it wasn't one of those, well, do you miss me? Or, well, how do you feel? Or, are we still in the same? No. None of that. He, forthright, I mean, out of his own mouth, without any coaxing from me, made it abundantly clear that he was still in the same headspace as he was during that first incredible phone conversation. And so when he said that, I kind of like melted a little, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just going to be one of those things where we've got to see what happens, y'all. I don't have any hard and fast answers here. And frankly, I'm still in that, like, the walls are definitely up. And it's not because of him, it's definitely because of me. I have been, damaged. I mean, I hate to say it like that. There's got to be a better way, but my willingness to just kind of be passive and all are welcome. Like, I'm not a Unitarian church, y'all. Like, I just, like, this is going to require some work. And I'm sure it will require some work from me on his end. He's been through stuff, and that's just kind of the way it is. I think that things are different in your 30s. In your 20s, love is enough. You get into these relationships and I love you and we're in love and love is all we need, and honey, I cannot roll love in flour and fry that bitch. I mean, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need more, and I'm sure he's gonna need more. And am I willing to offer him more? I am willing to take every single step that he's willing to take. That's my mindset right now. I'm willing to, as far as you're gonna move, will be as far as I'm going to move, because I'm not gonna pull any teeth here, and I don't want him to pull any teeth here. I really do believe that when it's meant to be, it doesn't require an excruciating, back-breaking level of work. This thing is going to happen organically, or it's just not going to happen. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I hope that doesn't sound effed up, but that's just how I feel. So that's pretty much where that's at, y'all. So I'm gonna keep you posted. I mean, shit, y'all are the only ones I can talk to about this. But yeah, so that's where I am. And I think I've kept y'all long enough. So be looking out for me. I hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. I am. Everything is well over here in Whoville as I tuck Miss Carmen behind my ear. And I'm gone, y'all. I will talk to y'all very, very soon. One love.